trying to decide between the Momcozy M9 and V1 Pro, then stick around, as in this video I'm going to walk you through the similarities and differences between these two Momcozy pumps, as well as help you decide which is the best Momcozy pump for you. So let's get started and look at the different settings and functionality of these two pumps. So in terms of suction, both of these pumps are very powerful. They come with a 300 millimeters of mercury suction strength. Both have 15 different suction levels. Both come with 3 modes. However, there are some differences in terms of operation while using the actual pump itself. So you are limited to only adjusting your modes and suction levels with the M9 on the pump itself. However, there is also a mobile app that is integrated that has a ton more features, which I'll go through in a minute. But in terms of controlling on the pump, you can only adjust your suction levels and your modes. Now on the V1 Pro, you have a few more features. So you have this fantastic adjustable timer, which you can preset before you start pumping. So if you only want to pump for 15 minutes, you set it for 15 minutes and it will do a countdown and automatically shut off at the end of your pumping session. You also have this button over here, which lets you adjust your pumping frequency cycle. So the amount of times that your pump will suck during a minute. So you can set that to high, low, or medium, which is really great because not everybody responds the same. Some people respond better to more frequent suction and some lower frequency. So you can set this on the pumps itself, which I do love. That said, these features are also available with the M9, but through the mobile app. So if you're somebody that's a bit tech savvy and you want the mobile app for discretion and for the extra functionality, the M9 is the only pump currently in the Momcozy pump range that has the mobile app integration. Now this mobile app is fantastic. Within it, it comes with your standard stimulation and expression modes. You also have the variety of 2 preset mixed modes. There is also 2 preset professional modes, which are a milk boost and a milk relief to help with engorgement. Then you have the ability in the app to create your own modes. So in that you have your adjustable timer, you also have your adjustable frequency cycles, you can adjust the levels, the suction strength as well. So within the app you have all the same functionality that you have with the V1 Pro, but it is through the app. So if you are just using the pumps by themselves with the functionality of the app, of the pump itself, you have more features with the V1 Pro. However, if you're wanting to use the app, you have a ton more options when it comes to your settings. I do also like the app in terms of you're not having to play around with your bra and the pump. So having the app and just being able to use your phone is a little bit more discreet. However, you will notice the V1 Pro has a separate cup that's attached to the motor. So the motor isn't on top of your pump in your bra. You can quite easily adjust this and it is a little bit more discreet. Okay, so in terms of battery life, which is another really important thing for me, the V1 Pro wins hands down here. It has a 270-minute runtime off a single charge, so that's equivalent of 9 30-minute pumping sessions, which is huge. In comparison, the M9 is still got a really great battery life, but it's only 150 minutes. So that's your 5 30-minute pumping sessions. So you're nearly getting double the usage out of the one single charge with the V1 Pro. In terms of time, in terms of noise, they are both relatively similar. The V1 Pro is slightly quieter at under 48 dB, but that said, the M9 is under 50 dB, which is still very similar. Both are very quiet pumps. All right, so one of the big differences, as I mentioned, you'll see that the M9 is an all-in-one unit. Take this flange cover off, an all-in-one unit. So your pump motor is attached to your collection container. The V1 Pro, your pump motor is separate to your collection containers, which is attached via the tubing. So in terms of discretion, again, the M9 is more discreet because you're not having to deal with the tubing, but the benefit of the tubing. Now, these collection cups, I do really love these. These are only 130 grams per cup. So these are incredibly lightweight, and that's because you're not having to have the weight of the pump motor attached. So if you're somebody that has back issues or find it really uncomfortable holding the weight of your pump on your chest, having the separate collection cups is a big plus. So these are only 130 grams versus 320 grams with the cup and the pump motor. Another benefit of the V1 Pro in terms of the separate collection cup is these have up to 7 ounces of capacity. So if you're somebody that's an overproducer or has a really great milk supply, you might really appreciate the additional storage capacity. In comparison, now I'll pull this one apart because this is quite different. The M9 has your collection container as a bottle. Now these are only 5 ounce capacity, so it is a 2 ounce difference. So again, if you're an oversupplier, you might find that you have to change these more regularly or throughout your pump, or you may have a bit of spillage. That said, for most people, the 5 ounces is more than adequate. And the benefit of these bottles is they come with a little cap and you can store these straight away, which is really handy, especially if you're pumping on the go. You don't need to worry about pouring your milk into another container. So I do really love that side of it. Downside is, though, you have a lot more parts with your M9 for cleaning, and some of them are a little bit more tricky to put together and use. But let me just pull these off and I'll show you. So you have this is threaded through. So this is again part of it's a little bit more in depth. So these are your washable parts with the M9 opposed to, these are really got great suction. Your V1, all you have to wash with your collection cups is 3 parts. So it is very minimal with the V1 Pro. You don't have any of these little smaller bits which can potentially wear and tear a little bit quicker. So in terms of cleaning, I do like the cups on the V1 Pro a lot better. Now let's look at the flanges. So these both come with the trademarked double fit flange that Momcozy have. So that's this extra seal that you see around the edge. Now these are great. It helps with comfort, but also creating a better seal when you are pumping. And having that seal and the vacuum helps with your output. Both have a harder silicone linker, and then I will say the M9 is a little bit softer and more flexible opposed to the V1 Pro, but you do still have this soft silicone on the outside. Both come with a 24mm flange and both come with inserts. Neither of these currently have the larger 27mm flange, so that is something to consider if you're somebody with a larger nipple size. All right, the only other difference is the M9 comes with this awesome hard shell carry case. If I open it up, you can see it's plenty of room to store your pumps and your accessories. So I do love that the M9 does come with that. The V1 Pro does not come with a carry case, so it's something you might want to consider purchasing additionally. Overall, which one would I choose? It's always the question I get asked. Really depends on your circumstances and how you are going to use your pump. If you are looking at using your pump more on the exclusively pumping side, I do love the V1 Pro for its battery life. I think just for the efficiency of not having to charge your pump throughout the day, 9 plus 30-minute pumping sessions is more than enough to have you pumping throughout the day. That said, if you're somebody that likes a bit of tech and wants the extra functionality that the mobile app brings in terms of setting, being able to adjust your own, I think the M9 really shines there. Both are great pumps. The V1 Pro is definitely one of my favorite for the functionality that comes on the pump motor itself. And the M9 with the mobile app is just fantastic. So both of these are great pumps. Which one you choose really would depend on, do you need the extra battery life or do you want the extra functionality with the mobile app? Hope this video helps. If you have any questions, please feel free to ask and I will do my best to answer them. Thank you.